To pop this out. Here we go. Greetings and welcome to Meet Me at the Table live. We are painting. This is going to be fantastic. Apologize for the delay. I had some obviously computer errors because that's usually how it goes. Because things never go exactly how you want them to do, at least when you come to doing stuff like this. So we're going to be painting up some starships from Stars of Akarios. Super excited to do this because I've really been enjoying this game and I'm excited to get some more of this painted up. Broccoli Docklands, good to see you in the chat. Awesome to have you. He's been singing 99 bottles of paint on the wall, which is amazing. Thank you so much for being able to continue your singing. That's good stuff. I love it. Love it. We are going to get to the paint thing here. Hope I got everything running okay. It had some weird things going on, but I think we got it now. I want to make sure that some of this is working. Why is my chat's not popping up? There we go. They're popped up there and there, but not there. Oh, I think I know why. I forgot to put the chat on. There it is. Boom. Finally figured it out. Okay. Life is back to glorious again. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna paint up some Stars of Akarios ships, and I got another guy I gotta paint up. We're trying to get as much of this painted up as fast as we can because I want to keep on continuing to play this game. This game has been super fun. I hope others that have been playing it have been really enjoying the game. So first off, let's show you what we're going to go for today. We are going to attempt to paint this ship right here. This is the Argonaut. It is a yellowish and red ship with a little bit of white kind of in there and also some blue cockpity thing going on. We'll see how that goes. And we're going to try to paint up the Charis. I think I'm saying that right. Probably not. We'll see how this goes. But we're going to try to paint this one up. See if we can get that one painted up. That's our other goal. And then we still have to paint up Starla here. I don't have Starla painted up either from the base part of the game. I did get a little bit of her painted up here. I got her face and stuff here, which is pretty cool because she's got those neat, like, what do you call them? Lines on her face and also in her hair that go back, which is really neat. I like that. I think that's really cool on the card. It shows that red line in there. I think that's really neat. So I will try to make it in there for her this because I got them kind of in there a little bit, and I got them up on her face a little bit too. Her eyebrows got a little dark, but that's okay. Everything's great. So we're gonna try to paint up these ships. I'd like to start with this one because I think I'm really excited to paint this one. Now the way we're gonna paint this is last time we used these cool super turbo dork paintings painted that were really neat. But this time we are going to switch it up a little bit. Instead, what I did is I took, where did I put it? Oh, I don't know where I put it. But anyway, I've got some silver primer. And so I primed these up silver. Broccoli Docklands, awesome to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Here we are. We're going to paint up some Stars of Akarios. So I primed these silver, just straight silver. I painted that one and this one silver. And these turbo dork paints are not going to work on the silver. So what we're going to do instead is I'm going to try something. I haven't tried it before. Not even sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a best shot. We're going to paint up these ships with some of the contrast paints. We're going to put it right over the top of the silver and see if it works. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We might have to water some of them down a little bit. We'll see what we can do here. So we're going to start by, notice the main color on this ship is yellow. Our goals, we're going to start with some of the yellow, and we're going to try to hit it, well, mostly everywhere, except there is some areas here that I think I can get with some darker colors. So one thing I like about ships is I like the fact that they kind of show you the lines of where some of the stuff starts and ends. That's the good part. The bad part is you have to be exact on those lines, otherwise you're going to really see it. So spaceships are sometimes a little bit tough to paint. The good news is you don't have to worry about the bottom part too much, so it's going to be okay. Welcome back, Baron. I think you will like contrast over silver. Well, that's good to hear. So you have done it. Love to hear it, Loquitur Gaming. I think you mentioned that last time that I'm going to like this. So we're going to give this a shot. Also got to figure out what I'm going to do here, but we'll figure it out. Let's start with yellow because yellow is going to be our primary color. So I got two different yellows. I've got this yellow and I've got this yellow, and I like them both. I think I'm going to use the Iander yellow because it's just about as hard to pronounce as Nazdrag yellow. So we're going to use this one. We're going to give it a good shake because that's what you do. You shake your paints up before you use them. Otherwise, they don't go on. You don't want them to not go on. We're going to shake this up a little bit just like that. We're going to put in our handy dandy paint holder that I got because if you don't use these, then I drop my paints all over the place. So I want to make sure we use these. And I've got my little brushes, the one I always like. Now, this is my most delicate brush. This is a Winsor Newton 1. That's the one I use. Get the wet, dry it off a little bit to give myself a point. And then I got a tip there. We're going to go and grab some of this yellow and see what we can do with it. Is this going to be good? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to leave the tips here red is the plan. So we're going to paint just on top of this and see what happens here. Oh, I think I'm going to like this. I think you're right. I'm painting it right on top. Now, I don't want to hit these other silver parts because I might actually leave those silver. We'll see. We're going to go right inside them. Just taking the tips of the brush and kind of going right in there a little bit. There we go. Right down there, just like that. What's the underside look like? Oh, we're good. I can just paint that all yellow. That's going to be the plan. Now, I don't want to get too much on the brush. I think that would be, if it can get too much on here, it might not work as well. And I'm not sure the drying time on top of silver as opposed to on top of just a normal gray primer. I'm going to guess that this might take a little bit longer to dry. We'll find out. But I think right now I like what I'm seeing. This is going to be really cool. I don't want to go with too many dark colors. I think the darker colors, they'll lose the silver, but I think these brighter colors will pop a lot on the silvers, I believe. Could be completely wrong. We'll see how it all goes. But already I'm kind of digging that yellow over the silver. That's pretty cool. Really neat. All right, so we got that side. Let's get the other side. We're painting a lot of this yellow, I think. With the deal here. I hope everybody else has some brushes and are painting along with me. It's always fun to paint together. If not, I'm hoping you're enjoying. I'm just sitting back and enjoying the talk. That's what we're all about, talking and painting. And this is what it's all about. I don't know what people are painting or playing right now, but I've been big in the Stars of Akarios. Actually, I just got back from a family trip. We just got back for a family trip. We went to Colorado. It was fun. I sadly did the worst thing I could possibly think of. So that was something. Here, get this right in here. Now, again, I don't want to hit any of these edges. I want to keep it as fine as I can right inside here. And again, I'm just going to stick my brush in between these lines. There we go. Perfect. There's yellow. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, so we went to Colorado, and I decided that when I got there, my brother-in-law, he told me the day we got there, he said, hey, who wants to hike up this mountain? And I am now never, ever going to make fun of Frodo and Samwise from trying to walk up Mount Doom. Because, oh my gosh, I barely made it. It was brutal. I think by the time I got done, I had, altitude sickness. I think I had heat stroke. I think I had sunstroke. I think I had dehydration. I think I had about everything you possibly can and still barely be walking up a mountain. That was not the brightest move on my part. Not even close. Not even close. So that was a nice learning experience. I also learned that my brother-in-law actually does like to hike is one of his hobbies. Mine is not hiking. Mine is painting. I do not do the hobby hiking. All right. So now if we're looking at the side of the ship, you're going to see that this start comes out, but I can see a little bit there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this yellow here. I'm going to paint it down the side. I think we are. Yep, we're going to go straight yellow on all of this up to a point. I'm going to come underneath. And there we go, all the way to there. But I think, yeah, I think I'm even going to come down. I think we'll just leave the very tip on the top part of it red. Now, is that right? I don't know, because it doesn't show me the bottom. And that's okay. We're just going to paint this all yellow. That's going to be the deal here. As for some of these things coming off, I might paint them a little bit different. I haven't gotten that far yet. Haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. It's all about experimentation. So now I'm trying to get right inside here. Now I'm kind of a little wondering what's going to happen when I put the red on top of here. How interesting is that going to be? I think that's where I'm going to stop with that. I am going to put some red up on top. I'm going to give the red a shot right now and just see what happens. That's the deal. Yes, I was also glad to get rid of my levels of exhaustion. I did. I took many long rests, and I was able to get rid of my exhaustions. Oh, yes, it took... It felt like I raged like 5 times as a berserker, because that's how much exhaustion I had. It was out of control. We're going to try... I'm going to try this Blood Angels. This might be a little bit too powerful, but we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. See what happens with Blood Angels here. Shake it up a little bit, get it all set to go. Put that in my pot right here. Open it up a little bit. This might be a little bit too thick. We'll see how this all transpires here. But maybe not. Nope, we're good. Oh my gosh, that looks glorious. You're going to see the silver from underneath it. Loquitur Gaming, who was a member of one, came on one time for Painting with Pals. He says that this, I'm going to like this, and he was right. I am liking it. You're 100% correct. I'm just going to kind of try to go around that a little bit, but then I want to get this. I want to get all this little part here. I'm getting ready to play my next mission in Stars of Akarios. By the time we're done painting painting these ships tonight, I will have my second video ready to go. It'll be up on the Patreon thing. I usually drop about 6 hours or 12 hours to 24 hours before the actual live goes for some of the Patreon members, because that's one of the tiers. If you're interested in seeing some sneak peeks of what comes, that's the way to go. But I have that dropping, and then there's a special surprise inside that video, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if I'll be able to keep myself from telling you by the end of this video, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to do it. We'll see. I've got something special planned for this game. I think it'll be awesome. But there we go. That looks kind of cool. I like that red on top of there. That's going to be really neat. So yes, if you're interested in trying to figure out how to paint these things up, one thing you can do is find a spray primer that's silver, or if anything, just paint the whole thing silver. And then these contrast paints seem to go right over it. Pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. Oh, that would be actually a good idea. I'm going to use this wherever the brownish kind of colors are. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Barrett, you're a genius. Oh, you know I am. That's amazing. Okay, let's get some more of this paint on here. That's a little bit too much. I'm out of control. Let's see. Let's look at our picture here so we have it and figure out where we're going to put more of this yellow. All right, I think we're going to go, well, pretty much everywhere. Maybe I should do the red. I'm going to put the red. I think we'll just kind of start painting. I think we got some yellow here. I'm going to paint yellow all the way down this. I'm not going to paint the cockpit yellow. We're going to paint the cockpit blue. That's the plan. I want this to be that darker yellow, so I'm not going to paint the tip here. That's going to be the deal. And we're going to go right here, around that, like that. I'm going to start varnishing my Akarios in a few minutes. Oh, that's another great idea, because the varnish would make it also very shiny, I'm guessing. I haven't used varnish in a while. All right. Like, I think what I'm going to do now, there's a little bit of red here, but I don't really have like a point for it. I think I might make this plate red and then run the red up like this and around and down onto this plate as well. I think that'll be cooler than what's in the picture. I know that's not, I'm kind of straying from the picture a little bit, but that's okay. I think it'll be okay. I'm also going to kind of blend that a little bit. I like it more darker as it goes. I think I like the whole thing. Down the whole thing. Ooh, just like, there you go. Don't like this clumping here, this drying next to stuff, so we're going to go like that. And yeah, we're going to keep this yellow. Go. We're going to keep this yellow here, like that. I think. Okay, so there's some kind of lightning things coming off of here. I'm thinking about trying to get those red. We're going to see if we can do that. I think it'll be awfully tough, but we'll give it our best shot, right? Meanwhile, put yellow around it. So we're going to kind of come down. And even if I get a little bit on there, it's not the end of the world, because red is a darker color. There we go. Howdy, howdy. Ryan here. Nice to see you, Ryan. Thank you for joining. We are painting up Stars of Akarios. I have actually been waiting to paint this ship because I've been super excited to do it, because I think it'll be really cool when it's all done. This is the, what's it called? Argonaut. We are painting the Argonaut right now from Stars of Akarios. I'm getting the last 2 ships painted for this. And then I'll have all the player ships painted. And I will have all the heroes painted as well. Love that metallic look. Yeah, doesn't that look neat? I put the metal on top of it, and then this contrast paint just kind of shines right on it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's really neat. I like this a lot. I'm pretty excited about it. So we're going to kind of paint this whole thing with this yellow, I think, except for certain parts. I've got a plan for some of it. That's going to be really neat, I think. A little bit more yellow in there. Dunk. There we go. A little bit not what. There you go. Perfect. So I got back from Colorado, and after we got back from Colorado, my son and I went and saw the new Thor movie, which was really good. I'm not going to say anything about it because there's people that I'm sure haven't seen it yet, but we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the Thor movie. I thought it was fun movie. If you get a chance, go see Thor. Good movie. I liked it. And also, my new Star Trek finished, so I've just started watching that. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's pretty rad. Yes, it is. Broccoli Docklins agrees. I agree. Everybody agrees. It's pretty rad. We're coming straight down. And then along the side here, we do the same thing. We're just going to kind of come right down. Now again, this is going to be the tough part. I don't know if I'm going to have a steady enough hand to get the red on there. Now, one thing I could do is I could take a red marker to it if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. We're just going to paint this. It's going to be good. And you know what? Like I've always said, slop and drop, put it on the table. Doesn't matter. Get some paint on it and put it on the table. That's the deal. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to kind of wipe that yellow off a little bit. Okay. That'll be good. We're going to let that dry a little bit because I don't want the red. I want to paint the red right now on top of that because it's so cool. I got those things. Okay, so we're going to try this yellow. We're going to see. I've got this other yellow. We're going to use this one, this Nasdaq drag yellow. We'll see if there's much of a difference. Otherwise, I might switch to something like that skeletal bone color that I have. What is it? Dust something. What is this? The skeletal horde color. We might try that. This might be a little bit too yellow. We'll try it anyway and see what happens. I'm going to move this color out of there. See, the cool thing is my little thing, he's got 3 places for it. That was from Ryan. Ryan from Maple Nation sent this. Awesome. Since he's gave this to me, I've only spilled my paints once, and that's because I was a moron and didn't put it on, use it. See what happens when I paint this paint in here. It's be darker. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be any darker. It doesn't look like any darker. There's no difference. All right. Bad idea. All right, we'll try a different one. Let's try... Yeah, let's try that. Let's try Skeletal Horde. Let's try Skeletal Horde and see what happens. We're going to do Skeletal Horde. We're going to give it a good old shake here. Shake, shake, shake. Shake paints. Shake, shake, shake. That's my paint shake song. All right, let's see what we can do. Bring that back down in here and see what happens. Wash off my brush because that paint. Skeletal Horde. Put it in my holder. So last thing I do is also hit the card. That'd be terrible. Alright, still not as dark as I was hoping it would get. Alright, we're gonna go darker. But I still want to keep it in this like yellowish brown color. Do we dare Snakebite Leather? Do we give Snakebite Leather a shot? I think we'll give Snakebite Leather a shot. We'll give that a shot. Let's see what we can do. It's getting darker. Hopefully the darker brown will actually work better there. I'd like to find a nice darker brown that's going to work, but you know, Snakebite Leather has never let me down in the past, so I don't see how it can let me down now, right? In theory. We'll see how it goes. Get some Snakebite Leather on there and give this a shot. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. Again, I just want to get this engine part. Yeah, there we go. And Snakebite Leather again does not let down. It's still a little light, but I think it's because of that metal background I've got. But what happens if I paint it? Is that going to be brown? Yeah, sure, whatever. And I can always do a couple coats of this when all is said and done. That'll be the deal. See how it all transpires here. There you go. This method will open your mind for other projects, even fantasy minis. Want blue shiny armor or purple shiny armor? Done. Red metallic sword? Done. You got a great point. Very good point. That is 100% correct. I can paint silver onto something and paint this stuff on it and it'll look awesome. Oh my gosh, now I'm actually thinking about that. My son actually has his, he got his Hero Forge mini that I have to paint. I'm going to try to paint it up. He got it from Hero Forge. This is his character in Dungeons and Dragons now. He and his friends are playing. I'm DMing a game for his friends and him. This is him. He's a wizard, if you can't tell. That's what he likes to play. So he gets to be a wizard. So that's good. You got a point. I'll be able to do this with lots of colors. I'm going to try to see if I can get another coat of this on the back part here. It's not dark enough. There we go. Yeah, it's going to take 2 coats. I think then we'll get the dark I want. Look at that. That's so much better. Oh my gosh, look at that. So much better. Oh, and it's so shiny. I like it. I like it. Oh, speaking of shiny, I'm gonna hit these parts here too. But I want to hit them with a little bit more. You know what? Should probably use a smaller brush for this. We're gonna give this a shot. Maybe a bad idea. Okay, let's see if I can get a. There we go. Run across there a little bit. Boom. Couple more. There we go. All right, I think that looks okay. I like the brown on there. I like that brown a lot. Okay, I think we're good with that brown. I don't want to get too aggressive here. Don't want to hit the yellow. What if I hit the yellow? Oh well, it was a good fellow. See, that was my rhyme. I'm master. All right, we're gonna put the brown up here too. I want more, but I also don't want it to pool. Is the problem? Just like that. I want to get it so yeah. We're gonna do this. There. Okay. Whew. Had to work it a little bit, but I finally got it. Not be pooly. Pooly? Is that even a word? I don't want my paint to pool. That's probably the way I should have said it instead of making it pooly. Right? Pooly. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm going to take a smaller brush for this, though. I've got this really small brush. It's also another Winsor Newton. This is like a triple aught paintbrush here. It's like my super fine brush. So we're going to get that a little wet. Get a point on it. I spin it down to a point. I don't know if anybody's seen me do that before, but I usually get something wet before I do something, and then I'll take a paper towel and just spin it right down the paper towel. Get my point. I got my point there. And now we're going to get this red. More. Well, I'll see what happens here. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't like that. I got to fix that real quick here as soon as I get done with this red. We're going to go straight down this thing, trying not to hit the yellow. That's going to be the plan here. And try to keep my hands steady. I notice I'm supporting, actually I'm supporting on the wing. Sometimes I'll use my fingers to support my hands, but I want them super steady. If this one's not steady or not planted somewhere, it goes flying all over. I'm actually resting it on my table as well while I'm painting this. And as I was talking, of course, I ran out of red paint, but that's okay. Here we go. Going down. I think that's pretty good. Up here. Perfect. And I do want this to hit this little area here. Go. I think that is going to look okay once we get it right. I just built my first mini today. Not time intensive, but it was satisfying nonetheless. Might finally dive into painting hobby soon. Oh, see, it begins. Broccoli Docklins, it begins. Next thing you know, you're gonna have a whole painting station looking like this. Paint everywhere. You're gonna have, what does Loquitur Gaming say? Piles of anticipation or something. I totally forget what you said, but it was amazing. Oh my gosh. Potential, piles of potential or something, I think is what he says. You're gonna have all these fun paints. You're gonna have paintbrushes up the wazoo that you're never gonna use again except for once and think, oh, it wasn't the greatest paint, but that's okay. It will happen. It will happen. I have to admit, one of the hardest part about painting is the initial startup cost. Once you can kind of get through the initial startup cost, the rest of it goes pretty easy. You know what? I think I know I wasn't too happy about that brown dot on the front, but I think I actually am okay with that brown dot on the front. Hey, you know, it gives it character. That'll be the deal. Now I'm gonna get this red here. I know it's not red in here, but I think this would be really cool because it's kind of, I like where all the panels are. I kind of like, if I can, I like to try to make them a different color if I can. We're gonna work on this panel here. See what we can do. There we go. Oofta. Okay, so now comes the hard one. And that's this one. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to try to get a little bit of red on this whole brush. But what I'm really looking for is I want the sides of this brush. All this is red because there's a little raised part here. And if you try to hit it like straight on with a paintbrush, I know I'm going to mess up. So I'm going to use the side of the brush. And I'm still probably going to screw up really bad. If I slowly just drag... Yep, see, look, I failed miserably. Oh my gosh, I'm a horrible painter. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so that was a bad idea. That was a real bad idea. Let's try something else. See, it's all about trial and error here. I have to try to get this red off the yellow. I don't think it's going to come off. Okay, not a big deal. I'm just going to paint some yellow on top of it, call it a day. And you know what? That line I said that's going down here, yeah, you know, I might just keep that yellow. Might not be a bad idea here. There you go. Well, not super excited about that, but you know what? That's okay. What do we do about that? We got a boo-boo right here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to leave it. Paint on, move on. We got some paint on that guy. We're happy. All that matters. Okay, so mental note. We're not going to do that on the other side. We're just going to do the one run. That's really the deal. Let's find some red. Go. We're just going to do this part. Tile. That was a bad thing. It didn't work at all. Oh, see, trial and error, man. You'll learn. I learn a lot just trying to put paint on a model. I learned not to use that. That didn't work. I didn't think that was going to be raised enough to work. And now that I'm looking at it, that was even a worse plan than I thought it was. The part I was trying to hit was actually kind of just barely above. But see, this one, I'm rubbing it along the side. I just want to get that top part. There we go. But I think, you know, in the long run, it's going to be okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Loquitur Gaming. Pile of opportunity. I knew it was something. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember what it is. But yes, that will happen to you, Broccoli Ducklings. You will have a pile of opportunity. More opportunity than you'll ever imagine. It's going to be out of control. And you'll have nothing to do but paint up your piles of opportunity. Because that's what they become. That's exactly what it is. Thank you so much, Loquitur. Couldn't remember. When I heard it, I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. I should have wrote it down, is what I should have done. I should have wrote that down. Something to remember. Failed to put it on my memory wall. Memory wall? I don't know. Do I have a memory wall? I barely have a memory. Alright, so we got this going on. I think it's looking okay so far. I think. Need a little bit of red there, I think. Whether or not I think we're good. Yellow. We run yellow across it, that's fine. I just don't want any more silver going. Okay, now down here, you know what? I guess you could say that the bottom of the ship is my oyster. I can do whatever I want with it because there's no picture of the bottom of the ship here. So I could paint this all yellow if I really wanted to. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to add some red in here, I think, just because it's going to be cool. Now, going back to here, we do have some more brown areas and some more yellow areas. What we're going to do here. I'm going to paint. So we're going to go with, this is going to be that brown, this is going to be red, that's going to be brown, and I really think almost the rest of this is going to be yellow. I think that might be the deal. Maybe I'll put brown, no, it's going to be too close. So I don't want these panels to be the same. I think I might put brown back here, and then all this just is yellow. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's get back out our bigger brush. Getting out our bigger brush. Here we go. Get back my Winsor Newton 1, which you can barely see the 1 on it anymore. I used it so much. I'm going to close off the red and that one. We're just going to go with this one, but I want to shake this one up a little bit. Go. Get it ready. No, don't drop your brush. Okay. Now, what did we say? We're going to paint this all yellow. I wonder if I should paint some red right there. Or am I getting too tricky? I think I'm getting too tricky. Let's not get too tricky. Let's just get the paint on the model. Here we go. Straight down that just like that. All right, here we go. Now, the reason I'm painting up these other ships, even though I didn't use them in my playthrough, is it's going to be part of my super secret surprise. And I'm probably, like I said, going to spill the beans by the end of our painting episode here. I'm super excited. Keep going here. Let's do the other side. I can hold it here and here. The other part about the spaceship. Now, the cool thing is these things actually have these like really neat stands that they sit on. I'm sure you've seen them. And I could use them to paint on, but I accidentally used, well, what I did was, it was actually really the worst plan ever. I used my primer, my spray primer. Normally I use my airbrush, but I didn't. I decided just to use, I had a little bit of gray sear left, so I used the gray sear to prime some of these. Or no, black. I had Chaos Black. This one. There's not much left in it now. I used pretty much all of it. But I used that, and it was cool. Then I went back with my airbrush and painted some of it gray. And once I did that, I realized, oh, I'm painting the base. So I'd actually go back out and spray them black again after I accidentally primed them all with gray, which is a genius maneuver. Genius maneuver. Get some of this yellow on here. And I have to admit, this is going to be the easier of the ships, I think, because the other one, well, actually, the other one's probably really easy. It's only like 2 colors, but the problem is I got to figure out what colors I'm going to use and where I'm going to use them. That's going to be the hard part. See how it goes. I wanted to get the game painted quick, so I half thought about priming in black and doing a white splatter on all the enemies for star camouflage. Could have been done in 10 minutes. That would have been pretty awesome. Star camouflage. I love it. Oh my gosh, you are a man that is full of like great ideas. I just go off the pictures. I really like sometimes where I like how you think outside the box, which I don't do very well. Normally just go with the box. That's the deal. Yeah, we're just going to paint all this yellow underneath here. All the way up to there. Let's look underneath here. Yep, I'm just going to go all the way up, just like that. And this is all going to be yellow down here. Why not? There we go. Like some of this stuff I need to get a little bit more. It doesn't matter. Red. You can paint the yellow red on the red, doesn't even matter. It's not going to show up. Yellow down that. There we go. Perfect. All right. I think we got those 2 sides done. Wells are going to be. Now it's some red on this and some brown on that. I think this will start looking really cool. Let's get a little bit more yellow. Finish off the yellow here. I'm running out of place to hold this thing. This is the problem. Hold it right there for now. Now there is a small indentation here that we want to keep out because I'm going to paint that brown. So we're just going to go over it. And of course I painted right on it. That was amazing. Good work, Baron. Go across there. Up to there. But in theory I'm painting a darker color over it, so it's not really going to matter. Not liking the pooling that it's doing, the pooling effect here. One thing I'm trying to prevent is pooling the best I can, like it did up on the front here. See how it pooled up there? There's nothing I can do about that. Go. Around. Go around the outside. There you go, just like that. And I got some yellow in my hand, don't care. Right here. Now I'm still painting. This paintbrush is pretty close to dry. I'm actually still painting on it because I'm now going to use it to kind of go over any place that I see that I really find some pooling effects. I can just pull that off now with almost a fully dry paintbrush. Like that part here, this part here I can pull off. Right now that's what I'm doing. I'm going through and just kind of checking to where there's pooling parts that I don't really think are going to be the greatest places for paint to pool. I'm going to kind of spread them a little bit. There you go. I think I did okay. Oh, almost did okay until I hit that. There we go. Boom. All right, I think it's looking pretty good. Now let's go with the brown. Snakebite leather. A little shake again. Scared of the other ship. I'm scared of this ship. Scared of that ship. I don't think that ship's gonna do anything I want it to do. We're gonna paint brown down these. No, down here, right? We might do a few coats of this because the last time I tried to put a thick coat on, it pooled like this. I wasn't a big fan of that, but okay. Martin, awesome to see you. Thank you for joining the chat. And thank you for joining. Painting. We are painting Stars of Akarios. This time not using the, what do you call them? The Turbo Shift paints. I'm trying to put the contrast on top of silver. We're giving it a good shot here. I think things are turning out okay so far. I'm a big fan of the red and the yellow. I haven't found a brown I like yet. I might even try, this might be a bad idea. I'm going to try Wildwood. I'm sure everybody's in there screaming, no, don't use Wildwood, it's going to be so bad. But Snakebite leather still didn't look brown enough to me. So this is kind of like the brown of browns when it comes to this contrast stuff. See what happens here. See if anybody can type fast enough to make me stop. All right. See what happens when I put this. That's glorious. That was the paint I was looking for. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's perfect. Even though Wildwood can be really dark brown, on top of this, it doesn't really look that bad. Even gonna cover up that problem there. Oh my goodness, look at this, so good. Super pumped. There we go. Oh my gosh, I should have been using that the whole time. Look at that. Brown on top of that yellow. Oh, so good. All right. Oh, I put it here. I think those are dark enough. We're good there. Now I'm going to mess with that. What do I do here? I'm going to do this brown. That brown there. Now this is going to be clear, but I might run yellow across that. Let's see what they do here. Nope, they use a brown. They really do brown across this? All right, let's do brown across it. What the heck? What have I got to lose? Right? There we go. Run brown across this whole thing here. I think that looks pretty good. There. Boom. Sweet. Love it. Let's continue. Red. Got my red right here. My thing that saves my paints from falling off and dying. Likes dying paint. We're gonna paint this red. I think I said no. I want to keep that brown. This is the red. Light here. Perfect. Excellent. This side. I'd normally rest my hand on this, but since I don't, that's where I'm painting, I'm just using my fingers together. Balance point. There we go. Good. It looks really good. What do you think? I think it's looking good so far. I should paint this yellow, almost like it's staying to silver though. Looks kind of cool like that. Especially this engine part back here. I'm going to leave that silver. I am going to put a red stripe across this. I think it'll look really cool. There we go. Right across this. Run red down there. Now that I'm holding it sideways. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. So if I look at it sideways, though, I want to make sure that I don't see any silver. Okay. A little bit more yellow here. I think we're gonna be good on this one. Oh, this is a nice little ship. Super cool ship. All right. So, what do people think? Should I leave this silver as a cockpit, or should I paint it with a blue? I've got, let's see what we've got. We've got, now I could go with, what do we got up here? I've got electric blue. I've got electric blue, which then after I paint it, I could put on, do I have, is this what I'm looking for? Anti-shine? No, I don't want anti-shine. Anti-shine is going to be the opposite of shine. I want shine. Shine on. What's that song? Isn't it a... Shine on, you crazy diamond or something? These are all... I have 3 anti-shines. It's what these are. These are these anti-shines. So these are supposed to... So if you put on... this is like a matte varnish, acrylic varnish, the anti-shines. You don't want anti-shines. I want what Loquitur Gaming was talking about. He was talking about how he's going to put like a lacquer on it. That's what I want. I want that. I don't know if I have that. Oh, I think I do. I think I found it. I think it is right over here. I know I'm not in camera because I've got this whole other section of paints over here. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but here's my whole other section of paint. Somebody make you all sick. But I got a whole other set over here. Ard coat. This is what I want. I want ard coat. This is what I want. This is what I want. So yes, I got more paints over there. It's out of control. Too many paints. Too many paints. Too little time. That's how it goes, right? Right? Too little time. So this ard coat. This ard coat in theory is going to make things shine. So I could paint this on, which isn't going to be shiny, but this on top of it after it dries will make it shiny. I think that's what we're going to do with. Now the back part here, I so want to paint. No, you know what? I might just paint all that brown. I will. I'm going to paint it brown. I'm going with brown. I've talked myself into it. Nope, not snakebite leather. Snakebite leather was a failure. First time ever it failed me. We're going to shake up my wildwood. We're going to use that. We're just going to paint the other parts I have left to paint, which is back here. These fins. Paint those brown. There we go, just like that. Boom. What blues do you have in contrast, he asks? Well, Loquitur Gaming, what blues do I have in contrast? I am lacking in the blue department, to tell you the truth. I don't have very many good blue paints. I have only, I have Talisar blue. But I do have, oh, I got this new blue. I got that Highlander blue I got from my speed paints. Owl Family Farm, awesome to have you here. Thank you for joining us on the painting. We're live painting. We're painting up some Stars of Akarios ships. They're really cool. I am using a different type of style this time. We are painting on top of a silver primer, which is hopefully going to give it a kind of a shimmery look. That's the deal. Last week we used the Turbo Dork paints, which are really cool. These Turbo Shift paints, these metallic paint, rainbow rolls and stuff like this. We had these Turbo Shift paints that are pretty neat. We tried these out on the last ships, but now we're doing silver on top of these. Snakebite leather did not bring balance to the forest. Nope, it did not. Not this time. Usually it does. Usually it does. Usually it does. Did not this time. So what does this one look like? Highlander blue. What did I paint with Highlander blue? I painted something with it. I don't remember how blue this is, but I like this one. We're gonna give this a shot. This could be the worst plan ever. We're gonna give it a shot. See what happens. I've got my electric blue. We're gonna paint this on. Then we're gonna come back to this later. We're gonna come back to it later. And we're gonna put an ard coat on. I'm actually put an ard coat on the whole thing to give it more of a shine after it's done. We'll see how it goes here. I'm gonna grab my paintbrush when I do with it. There it is. Got my good old Winsor Newton 0 this time. We'll try that one. That's a good one. One's not as good as my 1, but it'll do, I think. We're gonna now this might actually show up kind of silver on this. We'll see how it goes here. There we go on top. Go. I want to be careful. Brown actually has an indention on it, and I want to keep the indention there. There we go. We've gone around it. It's actually covering the silver pretty well. I'm pretty excited about that. Whenever I get up to where I'm going to see like a corner or something, I always twist the model so I'm not painting at the corner. I always paint away from the corner or up to the corner. I kind of or I'll kind of whack it into the corner. I don't know if that made any sense, but there we go. It'll work. A little more blue on the brush. Come around and just make sure you bring all the silver. Pretty good. In the end, if all else fails, I can always paint some of that yellow right on top of it. Really, it's not going to cause too much problems. I just want to make sure all that silver's gone. Because silver can be a pretty dominating color, especially if you're doing that. Now, the reason I have this silver primer is a long time ago, I was painting up some Empire army from a long time ago, and I had the knights. And these knights, of course, decked out in plate mail everywhere. So I was like, why am I not just priming them in silver and going from there? Yes, you're right. They'd probably be too thick, too dark, and I think they would have. Now we've got the cockpit on there. I think that looks pretty good. Here's what our picture is. Here's what our ship looks like. I think we're getting pretty close. All I have to do is paint the other side now. And like I said, I could just go to town and just make this all yellow. And it's not even going to matter. But I'll probably make a couple of these things red, maybe this brown. And I'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do here. I don't think there's going to be too much craziness going on the bottom of the ship. Because again, you're not going to see it unless there's a part in the game that says, now flip your ship and attack. No, I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to go up and around on this. I'm just going to paint it all yellow, and I can come back and get any of this I want to later with brown or red, because I can paint those colors right over the top of this, and it's not going to matter. But for now, I don't even think you're going to see it, so I'm just going to paint it all yellow. Get a bigger brush, but I don't think I have one. There we go. A lot of this yellow. Get in the cracks, get all over this. Here we go. Just paint this all yellow all the day. William was here from Hungry Gamer. He'd be super proud of me for painting this thing one color. Up and around. Paint it like that. There we go. Get some there. Perfect. Right there, up on there. Yellow everywhere, yellow everywhere. Now there is an engine in the back of this thing, so I'll probably paint that a red. Or orange. Maybe I'll do it orange. Orange is nice. A lot of paint on my yellow paint here just for this wing. That was a lot of control. Okay, painted myself into a corner here. Don't have anything to hold on to. All this stuff dries. Here I got all the corners here painted. On the inside here. There we go. See if I can hold it this way. There, it's not bad. Ah! Claire says, yeah, I don't need the game to tell me to flip my ship. Oh, you said ship. I did say ship. That's pretty funny. There we go. Here. Process. That's the cool thing about this yellow. I can pretty much paint it on top of anything because it's going to be, everything else is going to cover it up. There, I think we're doing okay. I think that's okay. I can put this down for now. Oh, like that. That was fantastic. Yeah, we'll just put it right over. Or put it on the towel. I'm trying not to scrape any of that paint off. Yeah, for now. I like that blue. Yeah, we like the blue. We like the blue. Blue's good. I'm going to use a little bit more blue here. I do see a few places that need it. Bring it up a little bit here. Go. Totally screwed that up. What am I doing? Why am I screwing it up? Let's just stop, Brent. Brent, you're doing. You're stop. You're good. Put him to the side. We'll come back to him later. We got our next one. I got a little paint on my hands, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I actually like the contrast in finishes with cockpit being more matte than parts around it. Yeah, I think I do too. I think it'll be pretty good. I think it'll be pretty good. I agree. I agree. All right. This one. I'm not looking forward to this ship. Okay. So, we're going to look at the picture and see what we can do about this one. All right, here's our ship. Got it right here. I don't think we're going to be using any of the colors you just saw. This is going to be primarily a silver and blue ship. So, put those ones away. Here it is. What is this? So, technically, that's a lot of white, but I don't like the white. We've got blues, and this ship's out of control. And here's another picture of it. It's not striking me as like super awesome, can hardly wait to paint it type ship. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use black. I'm going to use the darker blue, even though it shows a lighter blue. We're going to try to do a ring in here of blue. We're going to do some wiring is going to be black. We're going to do like a straight line down here is black. This is going to be black. We can do there. Now, this is kind of how I do a lot of my painting before I really start putting paint on. I kind of think of what I'm going to do. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it just kind of happens, but I'm really going to... This one is kind of scaring me. So that's why I'm really talking through this one first before I get to painting it, because I want to make sure I get this right. And is there a right? No. Is there a wrong? No. It's whatever you think is the best way to make this thing fly. But see what we can do here. I want this brush. Do with my other brush. I have my one. Somehow I managed to lose my one brush somewhere here. Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. We have our brushes. Now let's get our paints. I want contrast black, or do I want gray? I think we'll go with, well, I could use Apothecary white, but that's going to take about the rest of the episode in order to get all the paint mixed in this bottle. But what the heck, why not? The universe's largest bottle opener. That is really what this looks like. You're exactly right, Dan. If people take a look at this thing, it does look like the world's largest bottle opener. Where is he? Right here. You just go open a bottle there right now. Put this down and there we go. That was a horrible bottle opening noise. Don't ever ask me to do that again. All right, I'm gonna shake this up a little. Maybe I might try it. No, I'm like still. I don't want white. I don't want white. We're not gonna use white. I don't like that. I don't like the white idea. We are gonna go with. I like just the Templar black, because I'm noticing that the colors that I'm putting on these are actually a little bit lighter because this is a silver and not like a gray. So I'm gonna do Templar black. We're gonna do. I'm gonna try the Highlander blue, and then that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna use those two colors on this ship. We only have 3 colors. Is that enough? I don't know. I usually like to put more than 3 colors on something, but I think that's what's gonna work. Let's give it a shot. Let's start painting. I've got my Templar black and my blue. I'm gonna actually have to wait for one of these to dry. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll paint one of these first. That's the deal. I've seen you stray from the template art before. I say Magos purple over the metal. You're a funny man. Oh my gosh. I do like that purple. That purple's a really cool color. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me, Dan. Dan, don't tempt me. That purple's a really good color. All right, I'm going to go with the black. I'm going to go with black. Here we go. We're going to see how this goes here. It'd be a bad idea. All right. We're going to paint what I say. Some of these lines coming in here. Like this line right here. We're going to paint this black and see how it goes. Might not do anything except kind of be a heavy wash over the silver, I bet. More black than that. Come on, black on my brush. This is all experimentation day today. I've never painted contrast on top of silver before. Some colors I'm sure are fantastic. Shaded in blue, maybe. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I don't really have a good blue shade though, Dan. I don't have a good blue shade. I should get a good blue shade. Should get a good blue shade. Sometimes I can say that real fast. Now the black's coming on. It's covering up the silver. That's fine. Be okay, because it's kind of supposed to. But see how it's like got this like there's like a couple chords coming off this chip. I'm trying to paint the chord black, but I want to leave the other one. The other one, maybe I'll paint it blue. I think I'll paint more blue into this ship than it looks like it's supposed to have, just because I don't think black is going to be a good stand enough color on this thing. We'll see what I can do here. There we go. Yeah. I think it'll work. There we go. Army Painter has a shading set. There's some good ones in there. You know, Dan, I have one, but I have an old one. I have a really old blue. It's up here. It's a very old blue. It's like way before they redid it, which is why probably I don't like it very much. It's really, really strong. It's a really strong blue. It's this one right here. It's this blue tone. I do have it, but it seems really strong for a tone, for like a shade as opposed to like the Citadel shades, which are usually really. I'm really a big fan of the Citadel ones. So it's hard for me to try. Or I don't know. I used the green one. I used actually 2 bottles of this green one. I actually used one whole bottle on the Cthulhu that I painted. Yeah, that big giant Cthulhu I showed off a couple weeks ago, a month ago. I don't know, but yeah. So I did use a whole bottle that one time. But here we're gonna keep going with this black here. Let's get this done. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay. As you can see, I'm probably more decisive about this model than I've been with any model I've been painting in a long time. Okay, let's see. I did that one on that side, so let's do the same one on this side. Paint this black. And right inside here. Follow all the way down. Look, it's the end here. Go. Okay. More black. So we are putting some black on there. We're going to kind of keep going with this black. Be good. That's going to be. Okay. Now, where's the rest of this black? I'm going to put black around this. And then I want to come back because I want to hit the top part with blue. That's what I should have done first. Done this part first. Yeah, that's not too bad. Perfect. Okay, actually, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it. I was a little hesitant about this, but I think I'm actually digging this. Around it. I need a little more black on here. When I was painting that wire, I wasn't sure what I was going to think, but now that I'm getting the black on here on the back part of the ship, or I guess the midsection, looking really kind of cool. I think that'll be kind of cool. With the black right there on top of that silver. It almost looks like a mask or something. Not with Jim Carrey, just like a mask. Oh. And I think we're gonna, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put blue inside there. These are gonna be blue. That's gonna be blue. I'm gonna paint that black, break it straight down here in black, and paint this black in here. Then I'm gonna paint all of this black, but try to leave this middle part silver. That's the plan. Okay. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. It's not really coming together. I'm just making it up here. Let's start back here and see how we do. Big days. Right inside there. There we go. I think that's going to look okay. Now here comes the hard part. I'm going to try to do one straight shot. Ah. I did not like that. I think we'll be okay. Not loving it. Worse. Oh, make it even worse. Just keep making it worse. Oh, Baron, why'd you stop? No, I can't. I gotta make it better. I can do this. Oh my gosh, it's out of control. There's a black line down this entire thing. Maybe I can wipe it off. That's not bad. Oh my god, I put this. I'm out of control. Oh, well, whatever. There we go. That's good enough. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I can paint silver if I need to. You generally have good plans. My plans end up being a list of things that will go wrong. I've had way too many of those. I know your pain. Oh my gosh. No, most of mine don't turn out at all. Many have failed me miserably. Many have failed me miserably. Let's keep going. Let's see. That's awesome. Go between here and down into this area here. I want to keep the silver as best I can. That's what we're trying to do here. Turn it back this way, try to get the black in there. Funny, I didn't really want to know if I was going to paint that black, but I did. Fine like that. Alright, so we got it kind of looking black. This part is in theory still silver. You can kind of see it's silver there, but from the top it kind of looks a little black. But that's okay. That's okay. And then what's I gonna do for the front here? Oh, right. Okay, so we kept the silver part, but I'm gonna. Oh my gosh, it's got an engine. Well, I mean, of course it's got an engine. It's a ship. What am I thinking? Does it got an engine? Of course it's got an engine. Somehow I managed to paint my hand, the back of my hand. I don't know how I managed that one. I hit something that I was painting. Wow, that had to be the greatest speech ever. Got an engine? Of course it's got an engine. I'm gonna get to this. Let's paint around it. We're gonna paint kind of around this. Like that. But I think we're gonna have a blue engine. I think that'll be cool. Okay. Here we sit. Again, black so far. Now let's just try this blue. Since I got a little time. And remember, these are these really cool ones. These ones from Army Painter. I only have a few of them. I only have a few paints from Army Painter. These speed paints. But it's cool because they have the little rattles in here. Just kind of like the Turbo Dork paints. Except it's not as big. Which is pretty neat. I like those ones that do that. It makes them shake up a lot easier. There we go. I just want to try this. See what it looks like. Hopefully it'll look pretty cool on here. It might look like a disaster, but we'll try it. Need to make sure you get all the paint off this brush. Black's a pretty powerful color. There we go. Okay. Go back down and see what we can do. All right, so this part's dry now, so I'm going to just lightly put some blue on top of this. Oh, boom. I have found a winner. Oh my gosh, look at how good. Look at that. Oh, that blue looks sweetness. I'm liking it. Oh my gosh. Eric Danielson, you're much humor. This is true. Super true. Thank you for joining. We're having a great time here. We're eating chips. It's good stuff. It's cool. I'm using speed paints. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, I've only got a few of them. I'm kind of feeling them out. I also figure in the long run, they'll probably replace my contrast as I go. But for now, I've got so many contrasts that are still available to me that I haven't gone dead yet. So I'm still gonna keep them. But once they lose colors, I'll probably be replacing them with speed paints. I like them. Steve, oh Steve, you're here. That's 2 in a row you've made. Usually I don't see Steve till the very end. Steve, it's good to see you. Thank you for joining. We are painting up some Stars of Akarios ships. We're gonna right now. We're working on this one. Was it the Cheerio or something? The Cheris. I can't pronounce anything. Those that know anything about my games and stuff, I can't pronounce anything to save my life. But we're trying these. I'm trying some speed paint over. We're trying some contrast and speed paints over silver. Look how cool that looks. Sadly, I think I've brushed off some of the black in the back, but that's okay. This is officially a streak of being on time. Yeah, two is a streak. I love it. It's official. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If I go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna have a streak of 2 times going to work at the same time. This would be pretty good. That looks awesome. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you. I'm glad you think it's pretty cool. I like it as well. I'm pretty excited about this. I think this is gonna go really good. I'm gonna try to get. Oh, what's the chance of getting in there? Probably pretty bad. We'll give it a shot. We're gonna try something. It's gonna be bad. Usually my plans never work as well. Those that know me know my plans normally don't work too well. We'll give it a shot though. So what we want to do is we want to get this part, these 4 things I want blue, but then look at this. Look at this. It's got a real small indentation. You can barely see it. I see this little indentation right down here. I want to get that blue too. I think that'd be really cool. We're going to do these. I think these look like gun embutments here. Is that what these are? Pillboxes? Gun embutments? What do you call these things? We're going to kind of get around them though with the blue here. That's the goal. Here we go. That one I got. I got that one there. I think those will be really good. Emplacements. Thank you, Jason. We'll go with gun emplacements. That's exact. See, look at those. See, I need all of you there when I'm recording sometimes, because most times I don't even know the words I'm trying to say. You guys would make everything so much easier for me. Okay, I think that one's pretty good. Let's go to the other side. And the funny thing is I'm holding it from the back where I already painted black. So we're going to have to go back and paint that black again because I'm sure I'm wiping all the black off. That's okay. So I'm getting these little emplacements. Thank you. I had to look again at the word because I'm that bad. There you go. I think that looks pretty cool, isn't it? I think that looks pretty neat. I like the blue. Okay, now comes the hard part. We'll see if we can do this. This could be a bad idea. Good news is it's silver, so if all else fails, I'll just paint silver over the top of it. We're going to try to... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Try to get in here and paint this blue. I'm going to start from the top and streak down. That's okay. Okay. I think I did okay. Oh my gosh, you kidding me? I did it? I did it. Oh my gosh, I feel like Dora the Explorer. I did it. Amazing. Okay. Army Painter speed paints are the best over metallics. And you know what? I'm starting to agree with you 100%. Look at how cool that blue looks. Over that metal, that looks so good. Oh my goodness, I am not doubting you on that. That is exactly, I totally believe in that. Let me try to get this one. Blue is super cool. And there, I got that one too. Oh my gosh. I'm like freehand Willie here tonight. Is that a, remember that was a killer whale. Free Willie. Wait, Free Willie. Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be glorious. Okay, I'm really digging this ship now. I was really scared of this ship. Now this ship is coming alive. Oh, I almost want to paint blue. I want to paint those blue now. I want to paint everything blue. I want to paint these blue too because it's gonna be sweet. Just the top. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's the way to go. I'll hit the silver thing. Turn it this way. I've created a monster here. I want blue. I want all this to be blue now. I want all of this blue. I did say I was going to make a blue engine. That's going to come to fruition here, right now. Paint this blue here, this little circular part here. So good. Blue engine, okay. On the back side, we're going to get the same blue engine here. Oop, that's a little bit too much blue. And now inside here, how are we going to do this? I've got inside this engine here. Can't see in there, so I'm just kind of going by feel right now. Okay, I think we're doing okay. That's the deal. Freehand Willie sounds like a bad outlaw name. It kind of does. It's where else it's my painting hand that never wants to go where I want it to. All right, now inside this engine, do I just want to go orange? Should I go orange inside there and just make it like an orange looking engine? Because the interesting thing is this thing, I believe, sits like, I think this is the front of the ship. I think it flies like that, which doesn't look like it should. It looks like it should fly like this. But if I remember right, it sits in its holster like that. Or its stand, I should say, and goes in. Look at me, outlaws and holsters and all this stuff. We're going to get a little more of this blue. I think we are going to paint this all like this up to that point. So I'm going to go up to, yeah, right where you see here. I'm going to go all the way up to that little circle. That's where I'm going to paint red. I'm going to paint all this blue. See, this thing I think is powered by, I think this might be part of the spore drive. So that's why it's blue. I'm making that up. But I'm kind of being Star Trek-y dorky guy. Because I've been really digging the new Star Trek stuff. I don't know why I'm tempting fate here by trying to make that darker. Good enough as it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna make that part in there orange or red or something, just so it has a little bit of red there to show that that's the engine. But back here now, I mean, I got all these fun places I want to paint blue now. Okay, I'm gonna paint all of these blue. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be awesome. And then I'm gonna put the ring in here. It's gonna be blue. Oh, it's gonna be Blue City here. I don't even know. I think I'll keep that silver just like that. I'll paint it blue. I want to paint everything blue. Morganite, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I am sleeving my Townfolk Tussle boss cards while hanging out. You know, one of the greatest, painting is a nice, relaxing hobby. I will give it that. But there is nothing beats sleeving a game. I don't know what it is, but I have the most enjoyment out of just like relaxing and sleeving a game, and sometimes just like watching. Like, so, for example, my son is a huge Stranger Things fan. So we The first part of season 4 when it came out. I'm not gonna say anything about the show. When it came out, he it was I think on Saturday or it was a Monday or something. It was one day. I had the day off. Oh, it was Friday, I think. Anyway, beyond the point. So we went to bed, and he was like standing over our bed at like 8, 7, 6. I don't know what time, or before I was supposed to be awake. Before I wanted to be awake. He's good. Yeah, you know, Stranger Things is on Netflix right now. We should probably go watch it. We will when I get up. He's like, no, we should go watch it now. So next thing I know, I was up. So was my wife. We were both up. We were downstairs watching Stranger Things, and I think we did the entire marathon and watched all of season 4, the first part, in one sitting. And then we did the same thing with the second part. Same thing happened. He's sitting under bed going, I think it's time to watch Stranger Things. Get up and watch Stranger Things. That's what they're doing. So, but that's not the moral. The reason I'm telling the story is because, yeah, why is he telling this story? Is the whole time we watched the first season, I built a and sleeved all the cards for my Arkham Horror set, and that's a lot. That's a lot of cards. If anybody has any knowledge of Arkham Horror Living Card Game, I've got all of it, and I'm planning to play a lot of it. I'm actually planning to do Arkhamtober. I'm going to have Arkhamtober, and I'm going to play like Arkham Horror, the living card game. I think it'll be great. I'm going to play a lot of it. I think it'll be really cool because I have it all, and I haven't actually played as much as I should. So that's what I'm planning to do. So yes, I can understand sleeving. It was super fun to just watch Stranger Things and just sit there and sleeve cards and make this like whole big deck box thing. It was really fun. So I get where you're coming from, Morganite. I love sleeving cards. Just about as much as painting when it comes to something relaxing. Okay. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do again with this. But yeah, every time I see like an indentation of something, I want to paint it blue. And I think we're going to do that. We're going to paint this blue here. That's the deal. Marvel United. Yes, I've got a ton of Marvel United, and I need to sleeve it. Those that don't know, Eric Danielson is a friend of mine that actually lives near here in town. He's actually one of the people that plays Dungeons & Dragons with us quite a bit. He's good, one of my best friends. It's good to have you here, Eric. But yes, he has seen my Marvel United X-Men collection. I have yet to sleeve that, and that might be my next big sleeving adventure. For those that saw the unboxing, I did get the all-in extravaganza pledge, and I still need to do the playthrough with my son. I'm planning to do it. We're hoping to get it done either, I think in about 2 weeks. I have it set up. I need to get, I have a little bit left of the Sentinel to paint, and I want to get it painted. And I'm not going to paint Nimrod. We're just going to go with it, but that's be the plan. He's really excited. We've been playing some games of it so that we get the idea and get it everything ready, and so we at least got the rules right, because sometimes yes. Out of Control. Out of Control is my Marvel United set. This is true. This is true. That is how much it is out of control. This is true. So let's see here. Look at this. Is it in, so this. Nope. I'm going to leave that silver, but I am going to paint these blue. You better believe it. I'm going to paint those blue. That's going to be cool. Right here. Oh wow, that's a lot of blue. That off. Blue over here. Straight down. Now comes the hard part. I want to kind of just barely touch this. Get just that without getting the actual strip. It's going to be really tough. I don't think I can do it. Oh, actually I did okay. Now let's take some of this blue, because there's a lot of blue here. Not to mention there's a mold line there I don't like, but I mean, they can do what. There we go. Not too worried about the bottom, because the bottom's going to be the bottom. And just like the other ship, I don't think the bottom's really going to matter too much. Ooh, oofda. That guy looks pretty sweet right now. I don't think there's much more I can do to this ship to make it awesome. Let me put blue here and here. Maybe? Or do I leave that silver? So anything that's silver you see, I'm going to put a black wash over the entire thing. I don't think I'm going to leave it this silver. That's the deal. Put blue back here. Of course I want to put blue back there. What am I thinking? Yes, I want to put blue back here. Put blue right here. where we want blue. This is gonna be awesome. Right there. More blue there. Perfect, just like that. I tend to listen to podcasts while sleeving. I'll be working on Nemesis once I'm done with this one. I'm also building a storage solution for my copy of Massive Darkness 2, but the wood glue is drying. Oh, sweet. I haven't done something like that. I did. Actually, I might go grab this, actually, to tell you the truth. I'll get back to painting Destinies after condensing Massive Darkness 2. 11 boxes is too many. With luck, I'll bring that down to 4. Oh my gosh. You know, oh my gosh, that's a lot of boxes. Love the ship, Bear. Total sweetness. Thank you. Thank you very much, Eric. Yeah, isn't this ship pretty cool looking? I mean, it helps a lot when the ship is actually awesome to begin with. It doesn't mean that means I can't screw it up too bad. Pretty sweet. I'm going to show you my storage thing here in just a second that I did for my Arkham Horror. Let me finish getting this painted on here. It means I'm going to step away for a second, but I'll be back. And I won't even sing the Jeopardy song while I'm away. What game is it shipped from? This ship is from Stars of Akarios, which is my new love. I'm having so much fun with the game. Fantastic. I really have enjoyed it. The story is pretty cool. The game is pretty cool. Plays really well. I like it a lot. That's what I think of this game so far. All right. So we have our ship. I think our ship is almost done. A little bit more blue. Can't ever have enough blue, I feel. There we go. Okay, now we got to do the rings. That's the deal here. The last thing we need to do is the rings, and then I'm going to go get my box, and then we got to play it. We got to paint this lady too. That's the other plan. I don't know if we're going to get to her tonight. She might be another night. But see what we can do here. So those have stuck all the way to this point. I will start. Okay. So here's the deal. This is going to be the deal. I'm going to paint these blue, and then I'm going to tell you what's going on here. Hope this will... Too much blue. I have to get some of that blue off. I'll have to come back for that later. Grab this blue. There we go. Here. My knuckle cracked. No more blue. Come back around. Fire thing. All right. Get this blue here. Those of you that are with me at the beginning of the stream, my next play of Stars of Akarios will be dropping tonight for Patreon, and then it will be dropping for the rest of the general public probably tomorrow. And in that video, I've got a neat surprise. I've been working on my dungeon tiles for D&D game out of XPS foam. Sadly, my cats have gotten a hold of the tiles, and now they look like Swiss cheese. Oh, Steve, that's so sad. Oh no, that's so sad. I was hoping that paint the tiles would help. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I don't have any animals. I don't have any animals, so I don't know. Oh no, that sounds like a great idea though. Minus the cat damage. That's so good. Oh no. So yeah, so the people that jumped at Steve, that's so sad. That's so sad. Though, out of foam. Hey, there's this. I watched like how to make like dungeon tiles out of foam. It was like on a channel like Black Magic or something. He had some really good ideas on how to make foam tiles. But anyway, so the beginning of this series or the painting, we talked about how I have the new episode coming, or my new video for Stars of Akarios will be dropping very soon. In that video, I've got a really neat surprise. Black Magic Crafts. Yes, that's it, Morganites. That's the one I used to watch to try to make some stuff for D&D, but I haven't done it in a while. So, okay, we're going to get inside this ring here, and I think we're going to be done with the ship. Let's see how badly I can screw this up. Inside of the ring here. So I'm painting up these other ships. Like if you saw the first video, we're playing with 2 people. That was the deal. That's where I got the ideas from. He didn't say anything about cat damage. Apparently he doesn't have cats, maybe. That's probably the deal. Or else he leaves them out of the workshop. Who knows? But we did the first mission. I'm just recorded and we're putting out the second mission here pretty soon. Cat damage is bonus damage. It's true. True. More bonus damage from the cat. And on the outside of the recording, before I went to Colorado, Colin had a chance to play this game with me. We really liked the game. We thought it was really good. And we're going to play the campaign together. That's the deal. We're gonna play it together. It's going to be awesome. So I want to get his ships painted up. Because he's going to play, we've played the first couple missions as well. Except the interesting thing is you can branch off in this game. So the way you go is always a little bit different, which is kind of neat. So the deal is he is playing this ship and this ship. Where's the other one go? Oh, the one that's drying over here is probably dried to the table. This one. He's playing these 2 ships. And he's playing, what's her name? Stella. Stella? Ah! She fell on the floor. Starla. Oh my gosh, can't even read. Starla. And he's going to play the other one, Krogan looking one. That was race it was in Thor or whatever, Krogan, I think it was. And we thought, what better way to do it than to actually stream it? So on Thursday, he's coming here, and we are going to play Stars of Akarios streamed on Meet Me at the Table together. And we're going to try to do the entire campaign over the course of who knows how long it's going to take. That's going to be the plan. It's going to be like every couple weeks, we're going to get together and we're going to stream our Stars of Akarios playthrough. Since we had so much fun playing the first few scenarios, I think this is going to be a blast. So I'm going to set everything up like I did for the other games I was doing before the end of the school year, because now it's harder to stream stuff with my kids around. So now he is going to join me, and we're going to do that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it every other Thursday is going to be the deal. So I wanted to get his stuff painted up tonight, which is why we're painting these ships, because they're going to be on the stream when he's here. I think that'll be cool. And so that is what we're going to be doing coming up soon. So I think his ship is done, except for a couple things. I got to do the orange in there, and I've got to touch up a little bit of this engine here. The back part. Back part needs some touching up. That'll be deal. That'll be the deal here. I gotta touch up a little bit of this. And if people don't know who Colin is from the One Stop Co-op Shop, he's an amazing guy, and he's from Hugo, Minnesota, so he lives really close to me. Not sure if I'm supposed to say that, but that's okay. And he lives 15 minutes from me. So we get together quite a bit, play games together, and I thought, why don't we start streaming some games together? We're going to do that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be great stuff. Steve and Broccoli Docklin thinks it's a great idea. I do too. I do too. I need silver. Now, here comes our big check. I'm hoping this is the same silver because it's Army Painter, and Army Painters, in theory, their primers are supposed to be the same as their paints. So we're going to find out if this is true. Hopefully this is the same silver. It is. Okay, good. Because some of the blue got into the silver. Oh, crap. Now some of the silver's on the blue. Of course it is. Barrett, you failed. Oh my gosh, you failed. Let's get. We're going to paint the engine since we got that red part here. I'm not going to paint the underside of this ship. We're going to leave it as is. Totally fine with it just being completely silver. I'm going to try to get into this engine here without screwing it up. Ready? Here we go. Time to screw this all up. Oh boy, I can't even see. I'm just going by feel here. Hit the side of the ship. Okay, it's silver. We know the silver works. Okay. A little bit more of the silver. And I think we're going to be good here. Check this out. There you go. Sleight of hand check. Yep. Boom. Boom. There you go. I want to get that dry. This is dry just when I hit it. Yeah, it's dry. We're going to hit it there. At least it wasn't a 1. All right. There we go. There we go. Let a hand check. Yep. Let's, you know, I think we're okay now. At least it wasn't a 1. Not this time. Nope. Didn't get a 1 on my sleight of hand check this time. Oh, my performance skill is getting worse. All right, there you go. And yes, I probably play too much Dungeons and Dragons. All right. Is that even a possibility? Can you play too much Dungeons and Dragons? Okay, that ship's done. We're done. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I'm gonna screw it up if we keep going. I think we're good. I like the black. I think we like the black. We're okay with the black. Right. Let's go back to this ship. Remember, we have a little bit left to do. I'm going to keep that silver. Do I really want to keep that silver? It really stands out, that silver. I think it'll be okay. Even if it does stand out a little bit. Or do I want to play dark brown? Dark brown. No, you can never play too much Dungeons and Dragons. Not possible. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. I think we are going to paint that brown. I'm going to paint it with that brown. I just think that'll be better. I think we're going to paint that brown because otherwise that silver just stands out too much on that ship. The ship doesn't have any silver to begin with, so it'd be awfully awkward to have any type of silver on this ship. So we're going to get rid of this silver here. We are going to paint this with this brown all the way through here. All right, a little bit more. I gotta be careful not to hit the red. Get it. I think we did it. Did we do it? Yes. Yes, we did. There we go. Boom. Okay, I like it. Okay. Now we're gonna do that hard coat on top of this thing just to give this more of a work here. So this is just a clear paint. It's almost basically lacquer. Look at this. I haven't used this in ages. Can you tell? This thick thing doesn't even matter. All right, I'm just gonna grab a little bit here, paint it on there, and I gotta really want to wash my brush off after this. We're just gonna run this right over this thing. And this should make it shine. There you go. There we go. Now that's on there, and it will shine kind of like it does now. It'll be a little bit more reflective, which will be pretty cool. I think it'll be really neat. That'll be fun. At our game on Sunday, my character waltzed up and literally poked a maze with her finger, triggering a test correctly completed by accident. It was hilarious. That's pretty sweet. You know, it's kind of fun when things like that happen. Like, you're like, oh, let's try this. And it works. Our DM was completely flabbergasted. That's awesome. In our D&D group, we spent, I think, 45 minutes deciding how we were going to salt a mage tower. And finally, my wife, the barbarian, who's supposed to be kind of carefree and just kind of like, I'd like to she just jumped up to the top and says, I'm just flying up there and I'm just start attacking. And it kind of just stopped all conversation of what we were planning to do. And the next thing I know, I'm dimension dooring up to the top of this mage tower, and everybody else is just jumping onto this mage tower. It's pretty hilarious. We had the same type of deal. It's like, okay, should we do it this way? Let's try it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it. Then boom, next thing you know, we're just nothing we could do. My wife jumped up. We started fighting. That was that. It worked out pretty. It was pretty funny. Now, so let's hear. We've got our 2 ships done. I'm pretty excited about them. We did both our ships today. Our ships are both painted. Sweetness. They both look sweetness. I'm pretty proud of them. I think we got this one done, which looks really, really cool. I'm really excited for that blue. That blue and black looked really good. This one's done. I like the yellow and the red and the brown. I think it's good, good, good. So our ships are painted. I didn't get her painted up yet, and I don't know if we'll get to her. Hopefully I can. We'll see before Thursday. Colin is going to come over and play Stars of Akarios live with me on Thursday. We're going to do some of that. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's see here. I also promised that I would show you off my crate that I created. I did not create it, first off, but I built it. I have to go get it though, and I have to clear off a spot to put it. That I got. It's really cool. But yes, so Stars of Akarios, the second mission is dropping tomorrow, which would be awesome. And I think, God, but let me show you. Let me show you my crate. It's gonna take a second. I'll be right back. Here it is. You may have seen something similar to this. I'm gonna have to go from the top in order to see what this thing's all about here. Let's see if that might be a little bit better. Give me a second. Let me figure if I can get this stuff all working here. Okay. So here is this giant crate that I got. This is from Fancy But Functional. He reached out to me and I kind of reached out to him, and we worked together to try to get this thing. So this is what we did. We built this entire thing while I was watching Stranger Things, which is pretty sweet. But these things kind of come off like that. And you know, I think some other people have shown these off, but these are really cool the way he does it, because then you got all your cards in here, all your other stuff in here. It's just super good. And I mean, it goes out both sides. And so I have every single one of my what do you call them? The only thing I don't have in here are the investigator cards. I have all of the expansion stuff or whatever that comes in it, which is pretty sweet. All of the Mythos decks and everything are in it, which is pretty cool. Let me see here. When I screw up here. Oh, this needs to fold back down. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. So this was my little thingy. I know it's kind of weird. It can't barely even see this thing. It's out of control. I know that. But this is kind of what it looks like. It's pretty neat. But let's see here. Does this work? Nope, you can't see me. So just like that. That's the deal. And it does close up eventually. Let's see here. How do I have this thing? I'm gonna figure out what I did here. I think I kind of broke it, but that's okay. I can put it back together tomorrow. But this is what I built during my Stranger Things marathon that we had. Was this thing, but it's really cool. I'm pretty excited that it holds all my cards. So that's the deal. But I'm going to put this down because you can't see anything else with this thing up here. That was my Stranger Things extravaganza. Building this thing. Now, sadly, Fancy But Functional is the company that did this. He is kind of out right now. If I remember right, he was having a lot of issues getting materials and stuff. So that he's kind of out for that kind of thing. Hopefully my computer not go crazy on me. But there you go. That was that little thing. So that's what I built and sleeved during during my Stranger Things that I was watching earlier. So here we go. I think that's about all I got. We were able to get our ships painted. We got 2 of them painted tonight. I'm pretty excited for that. Colin's going to be coming over and playing this on Thursday with me live. You're going to meet me at the table, so I'll be putting up a posting for that, so feel free to join us there. We'll be playing and having, hopefully, everybody play along with us in the chat. It'll be lots of fun. Then, other than that, that's about all I got. We're gonna come back on Tuesday. We're gonna be painting every Tuesday. Might do something different next Tuesday. We got ships painted. We've painted ships twice now, so we might be doing something a little bit different next time. I'm not sure what, but find something to do, something to paint. There's always a mountain of possibility here to paint, so we will never have a shortage of miniatures to paint. Maybe I'll paint my kid's D&D character next. He wants me to paint it, so maybe I'll get to that. So, but anyway, thank you all for joining tonight. I hope you had a wonderful time. I had a great time talking to each and every one of you guys and hanging out here painting. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing this. So please keep on coming back every Tuesday if you're interested in hanging out and painting or sleeving, as the case may be. Or building terrain or whatever you're doing. It's I guess it's hobby time, which is pretty sweet. So thank you so much for everybody for joining. I am going to be moving on now. Let's see here. Hit some buttons. Oh, I hit the wrong button here. Oh, wait, lots of stuff I missed. Yes, the guy I got my Massive Darkness boxes. They're lovely. Just takes time to build. Yes, there it is. I was describing in hanging lights called bazaars, but it's pronounced brazier. I called it a bazaar as in a bra. Oh, that's pretty hilarious. My group laughed about the Dragonborn Barbarian. Now wears it as a hat. That's hilarious. Oh, sick. I love the quality. Strong storage. Yes, it's pretty strong. It's a little awkward because it's holding a lot of cards, but it works out pretty good. Perfect. Love it. No, he's back open. Can't wait for Thursday. Thanks for the show, Baron. I hope to make it there 3 in a row. I hope it's been 3. I hope it's through. So been fun. Thanks, Baron. Take care and good night. Thank you so much. Paint your own character. That's the running joke of the D&D group is I'm the only one that doesn't have a painted character right now. All the rest of the people in D&D have painted characters except for myself. So maybe I should paint that one. This is very true. But I appreciate everybody joining in the comments. Thank you so much for keeping this a wonderful, wonderful experience. I have so much fun doing these with every Tuesday, and I'm hoping to see all of you back. Steve, go for 3 in a row. Why not? I think everybody else should go for whatever they are in a row. It's been great to see the same people a lot, to be able to hang out and talk. It's also great to see a lot of new people. Super fun, super great. That's going to be it. So again, thank you so much for joining me here. If you're interested in seeing anything coming to paint, please feel free to drop me a line. I'd be more than happy to, if you're interested in seeing something painted that I might have, I'd be more than happy to paint some stuff up that you might be interested in seeing. So that's about all I got. Thank you again so much for watching. And if you're excited to see what comes next, either at the painting table or the live table, or even on my channel, then of course I need you to meet me at the table. So thank you all again so much. It's a great time to see you.